Welcome back to She Gets a Pod. My name is Shan. Okay, this is episode 20, Trusting Them Again. All right, it is mid-May. Okay, we are in this thing. Woo-wee. This is tricky because trusting a person who never gave you a reason to not trust them is easy. Someone who you had good times with, peace, and you automatically trusted them because they didn't show you a reason not to trust them, and then you find out that they just did the unthinkable. Trusting them again on the same level? Hell to the no, 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 no. I can't. Forgiveness, I know what it is. I know what they say that it is. I know how they say that it works, but me? What's that song? I'm on a new level. You on a new level. Get on my level, ho. Get on my level, ho. The new level is below level of where you once was. There is no you working your way back up to where you were because I didn't fuck that up. You fucked that up. So why would I put you back to where you were when I thought you were worth shit? I can't trust them again on the same level. You're on a new level. And the new level is below level of where I had you at. But you deserve to be below levels. Deep dive, motherfucker, deep dive. All right. It is table topic question time. I picked 2 questions from the cards and I answer them. So let's go. All right, let's do 2 table topics. Let's see, 2 cards. 1, 2. And if I said one of these already in a past episode, I apologize because the whole thing fell over. All right, first question is, what purchase made you the happiest for the longest time? When I purchased some Campers Himalayan sneakers, because they were just so fun and I wanted them for years and I got them. So those made me happy for the longest time. And then I got pregnant with Aria and my feet spread. And ever since my feet spread, and after I had her, putting my foot in them for a very long time squeezes the size of my feet, so they're not that comfortable anymore, but I still love them. Okay, next one is, what's the most stressful part of your day? 3 p.m. of the weekday, Monday through Friday, because that's after I have my lunch. That's after the girls are here. And I can't fully give them my attention because I'm working still. And I'm tired and I'm over talking to people after lunchtime. I hate it. I truly hate it. Whew. Thank you for checking out She Gets It podcast episode. I appreciate you. And if you're looking to support the podcast and you do not want to donate to Red Circle, that's the platform that hosts all of my shows, okay? She Gets It shop is open on Teespring. If you love and support the show, let me know by grabbing something and letting other people know that my show does exist and that's your favorite podcast to listen to. So the way that Teespring is set up, I don't have to get into the middle of it. It's between you and a company shipping your things where you want it to get. If you want to ship it to work, ship it to work. If you want to ship it to your friend's house, ship it to your friend's house. If you want to ship it as a gift to someone else, you can do that on teespring.com. And if you're a podcaster and you're looking for a dropship company, try teespring.com. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. Disappointment is hard to live with while loving someone who doesn't care to be better, right? And first and foremost, have you healed? Are you holding grudges? Have they honestly apologized? Because there's a difference between honestly apologizing without you having to tell a person you didn't even give me an apology, or you didn't even apologize for what you did, versus someone honestly not seeing you, not talking to you for a while, and they make an effort to apologize honestly with deep explanation of what they feel like they did wrong, with understanding. Okay. And have you told the person you can trust what you need from them? That's important. I think once a person deals with someone who has shown them dishonesty, to be in a new relationship with someone who didn't do anything dishonest to you, I think it's important for you to have a conversation with them about your past experience and what you require from them, in order to be in the relationship you both want. Because sometimes people don't understand where another person is coming from with what they need. And sometimes it deserves a discussion. Are you willing to be honest about what you allowed too long? A lot of people are mad at another person because of what they personally allowed that person to do for too long. And it became this okayed habit that was never discussed. Okay? Are you at a point to see patterns in your behavior and in the other person's behavior that you do not trust? A lot of people allow too much to go unsaid, too much to go unquestioned, and it becomes like this silent norm that somebody has an issue with but won't speak up on it. And this silent norm where the person doing it feels like, oh, they just must not give a fuck, or like shrugs or whatever, or they must be okay with me. It's not that they're okay with it. They don't know how to speak up for themselves. And I think people who don't know how to speak up for themselves do a disservice to themselves to get involved in a relationship with someone who is clearly playing them, clearly disrespecting them, all to have the illusion that, yeah, we've been in a relationship and it's working. Yeah, we've known each other for a long time and it's still working. Yeah, we have multiple kids together and we're still happy. You're not happy. You're not happy. You're silently stalling out in a relationship with someone who is clearly having extracurricular activities all around you. And you do have a problem with it, but you don't know how to go about it because you spent so many years or so many months not saying shit that you feel like, now I can't say anything because you can say something. You can do something. You can address it, but you're doing a disservice to yourself by not addressing shit. And then my thing is this too. If you are not willing to do something different, regardless of what's going to come out this person's mouth when you confront them, shut the fuck up. And a lot of people do shut the fuck up and allow the thing to continue because they know they're not going to do anything. They know they're going to stay where they're at. They know they're going to keep allowing it. And some people think it's normal to wake up every fucking day and yell and scream and break shit and cuss a person out that is doing whatever they want to do in the relationship that they have because they just feel like that's going to be their everyday norm. Oh, you want to do this and you want to do that? Well, you going in my mouth. Well, you want to do this and you want to do, well, I'm going to break stuff in the house. Well, you want to do this and you're going to do that? Well, I'm not paying this bill. Both of y'all going to be homeless. Or one of y'all going to be homeless and the other person going to go move in who they cheating on you with. Like, y'all be avoiding shit clear as day, wanting to point fingers at the other person, and both of y'all have a play in it. Or 3 people have a play in it. Or 4 people have a play in it. But at the end of the day, y'all all playing yourselves by not being direct about what you want and what your boundaries are and what you're not about to put up with. Because once you give someone boundaries, once you give someone a limit, you have to have a way of exercising what that different life is going to look like. And if you don't have the money to get up and have your own shit, you're going to have to shut up. You're going to have to regroup. Okay? If you don't have a support system that be like, okay, if this happens, you could come stay here for a while until you get yourself together, you probably going to have to shut up. But if you do have that, and you staying out of time spent, and you staying out of old love that you had when you were 20, and you staying out of, oh, but we have 2 kids together, and what is that going to do with them? You already fucked them up by them having to hear y'all argue every day. Them having to feel the tension in the house when you in the kitchen and they sitting in the living room. Them having to see that they heard rumbling upstairs and now my dad got his jacket on and a bag and he going to his car and he pulled out the driveway and you just getting ready for work like it's normal. Like, a lot of people feel like they saving their kids from something when their kids are not dumb. Okay? People are human and they will mess up. There are one or more habits. Okay? And there are mistakes. But a lot of people don't know the difference between a habit and a mistake. A habit is something that's repeated, that they're choosing to do, that they're addicted to. A mistake is something that happened one time and never happened again and was learned from. Okay? People plan to fuck over who is the easiest to be stepped over. Let me say that one more time. People plan to fuck over who is the easiest to be stepped over. Okay? Dusted boots. Okay? What did you allow too long to be repeated? Be honest with yourself. Purposely, not saying things, not showing up when needed, lying and manipulation will continue as long as you stay silent and as long as you keep on doing the same thing every day as if nothing's wrong. Okay? Because you have to ask yourself, do you feel committed to? Do you feel respected all the time? Do you feel emotionally, physically, financially, and mentally safe? Because a lot of people are in relationships where they don't even feel mentally safe. They don't feel emotionally safe. They don't feel financially prepared for if this person does not want to be here anymore. If this person tells me to leave. If this person says they're done. Okay? And when people don't feel safe in their mind, body, and life, they're willing to take a life. And there's a lot of that going on out here. When we hear about a dad murdering his whole family, or a mom putting her kids in the car and driving off a cliff, or a child going in the house and killing his whole family, his grandmother, his mom. So emotionally, people don't feel safe. They don't feel protected. They don't feel loved. Okay? And a lot of women fall into this ride or die trap. That's a trap. That's a trap. There's no woman on earth that was like, I was his ride or die for 15 years before we got married, and they enjoyed it. They didn't enjoy it. It was a lot of days crying. It was a lot of days of them feeling stupid. It was a lot of days of them using their last that they had to start their business to go bail this man out of jail for the 10th time. It was a lot of them feeling like they gave up their dreams to stand beside this man that doesn't do anything but disrespect them in public and make them feel stupid for living there and having his kids and thinking that was going to be a difference and thinking that, marrying him was going to seal the deal. Let me tell you something. Who a man is before you marry him is only going to get louder once you marry him, because he feels like he got you. He feels like you should be happy now. I did that thing. Who someone is, man or woman, before you marry them does not change who they were characteristic wise. It makes it louder in a marriage. You just legally have to tell the courts what you want to do about your relationship now, right? So just make sure you're not trying to get that for the wrong reasons. Okay. A lot of women that take life hits on a man's behalf for nothing healthy in return regret that shit. Okay. Why are you walking around with this single man stress? Surround yourself with good energy people. Okay. If this person is not supporting you and you put all your energy into supporting this person, then you are not supporting yourself. You are leaving yourself in the dust. Okay? Does the person you're with that you prioritize want to be better with you? Or are they just living off the fact that you're making their life better? All right? Do you feel understood in your relationship? Do you feel like you can be vulnerable with this person? Are you growing together or are you growing separately? Did y'all get to a part where in life where y'all want two different things, or y'all want similar things and your life blends together in a good way? Do not be anyone's placeholder. That is not love. That is not someone who's dedicated to making sure you're happy in life. Someone who uses people as a placeholder cannot get 100% of the blame, because a person who is allowing themselves to be used as a placeholder is choosing not to address certain shit they do not like, they do not appreciate, and they do nothing behind it after they bring it up, if they bring it up. You have to stand on your word. If you want someone to stand on their word with you, you got to stand on your word with you first. If you feel disrespected by a person and they repeatedly disrespected you and you have repeatedly done nothing, what do you think they're going to do? Why would they do anything different? So if you know you can't trust a person again, fine, do something about it. Hey there, if you have a product or something to inform the people about and you would like to go ahead and run an ad on She Gets It Podcast, let me know. Email me at shegetsitpod@gmail.com so we can set this thing up. This spot right here can be for you. I feel like I said a lot. And trusting someone again, for me, because I can't speak for you, I don't want to speak for you. Trusting someone again at the same level I had them is impossible with me. It's not going to be the same. I am a visionary, and thinking and overthinking is what I do. And when I experience things, I forever see them visually. So what you did will never die with me. So if you cross that line, make sure it's worth it, because rebuilding trust is something I can do with my kids, but with like friendship or romantic, I can't do it because I expect better out of an adult. I expect better out of a mate, and I don't give you the same level of consideration of learning, because you should already did that. You have to know who you are before you get into any relationships. I am not forgiving when it comes to people. And, you know, people be like, be more like Jesus or Lord. I don't know them to call them up and be like, hey, so how do you be more this? I am not them. I didn't create the world, the earth, the insects, the humans, the skies. I didn't do that. Okay? I'm human as fuck. I ain't God. I'm not the God in y'all book. Forgiveness to someone who intentionally disrespects me. No. Like what? No. You just gonna be at the level that you gonna be at if I choose to deal with you or not. And I am completely okay with never dealing with someone who I can't trust fully. But if I feel like I can trust you in other aspects of my life, but not my heart, it could be possible with limits. But to fully get back to trusting you, no, not with me. Not I, says a cat. So just really get to know yourself. And if you feel like you could trust someone again back fully before you found out how they were manipulating a situation, kudos to you. That ain't this and this ain't that. And bitch, I'm strapped.
Jan, take your ass to bed now. Get in the bed now. Somebody go tuck her ass in.